Hello people, it's your boy Usman back again with another video. Manchester United absolutely demolished Basel 3-0 as expected in the first game of the Champions League. We are the champ! No, I'm not going to do that. That was absolutely horrific. Yeah, just slightly excited. The fact that we're back, you know, that music was just music to my mother-loving ears. Oh god, it was absolutely beautiful. How did Arsenal fans get on? Did you guys enjoy the music this week? Oh, I just have to get that in there. Anyways, let's talk about Manchester United Basel. 3-0 victory, easy as you like, as you'd expect. An absolute dead team. Our group is dead. We should be getting through with flying colours, and that's exactly what we did with a flipping beautiful victory. Anyways, let's talk about the flipping lineup because that's what everyone's talking about. First things first, 4-2-3-1. You know, that man David De Gea in there, absolute no-brainer. None of this Romero BS. Oh, he played in Europe, whatever BS, or you know, Europa League shenanigans on last season. De Gea's in there, world's flipping class keeper, as you saw against Stoke, with that flipping reflex save. David De Gea, let's go. Right back, Ashley Young, good rest for Antonio Valencia. Young did his thing, as he always does. You know, underrated player. Not just saying that because of his performance, but I've said it for numerous occasions. He's just not appreciated by the United fans. Don't get me wrong, he should not be playing it week in, week out, but he does a bloody job, doesn't he, as he saw yesterday. Anyways, centre backs Lindelof and Smalling, we will touch upon this just quickly. Absolute dead. Left back Daily Blind with a flipping beautiful assist. Fantastic. 4-2-3-1. Anyways, Pogba captain, that man Pogba with a captain's armband on his flipping biceps and whatnot, alongside Matic, number 10 Mkhitaryan. What can I say, he's absolutely phenomenal in that position. Right mid was, who was right mid? Mata, not a natural right winger, but you know, he does a flipping job. Left wing Antonio Martial, he came from France, English press, he had no chance. And Lukaku, the big man up top, who scores when he flipping wants. Like I said, 3-0 Man United. Was very happy with the team selection. Couldn't have really picked differently. I suppose the centre backs pairing was an interesting one, but I suppose there's an opportunity for, you know, Lindelof just to get a couple of minutes, and from this game it's very evident why he's not been getting any minutes in the Premier League. Don't want to be too harsh on the lad. He's come from Sweden and all that, but you can tell he's not ready, unfortunately. You know, it's going to take him time to settle in. I don't know why people are going in on him. Yes, I understand he made a couple of errors. However, like I said, he's new to the flipping big boys. He ain't used to this pressure. It's going to take a bit of time, so have a bit of patience with him. You know, he's not the only person that hasn't got to hit the ground running. You know, famously Vidic, Evra, you know, some of those stonewalls in the past have also not, you know, had the best of sort of periods at the start of the United career. So yeah, cut Lindelof a bit slack. Also, his partner Smalling wasn't really that good. I suppose the only thing I like about Smalling is very dominant. Yeah, something we would have could have done with, could have, should have. Instead of flipping Jones against Stoke, we probably would have had 3 points and had an absolutely flawless start to the season. However, you know, just one of them things. Anyway, regarding the defence in general, very shaky throughout the game. Looked like they were going to score on numerous occasions. However, it wasn't about the defence today. It was all about the middle of the park and the front three. They were absolutely phenomenal for majority of the game. Yes, there was a period within the game that they kind of stepped their foot off the gas, which Jose has alluded to. However, minus that, there was a period in the second half, like 15 minutes or so, they kind of slowed down. But bar that 15 minutes, they were absolutely decent. I'm not gonna get too gassed. I'm sorry, I can't, lads and ladies. I can't get too gassed. It's only Basel, but you know, it was a good performance after on the back of the Stoke, back to sort of winning ways and back to the similar sort of you know, lineup to what we've had in the first 3 Premier League games where we've won all 3. Obviously, the Stoke being the sort of anomaly in that way, you know, he changed it up and changed the formation as well. So it kind of indicates, or if Jose's learned anything, is that we have to play the similar style of football, which is 4-2-3-1. But Pogba got injured in here after 15 or whatever minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know what it was. Pogba got injured, absolute devastating hamstring injury. Normally hamstring injury, you're looking at a minimum of 2 weeks, but it could be up to 6. It literally just depends on the severity of the pull or the muscle strain in some cases. But honestly, it's a massive loss regardless if it's 2 weeks or 6 weeks. Pogba is the main man for me personally. Yes, I understand Lukaku has been getting the goals and he obviously scored last night against Basel, but I just think Pogba pulls the strings. Yes, I understand he can hold on to the ball for a long period of time. However, just just having the flipping class of Pogba. He's an absolute box-to-box machine. He's just an athlete, isn't he? He's just an absolute beast in general. It's going to be a massive miss. Make no mistake about it. We didn't break the transfer sort of record for no reason. He is a quality player, and in my personal opinion, he's the best player we've got in our squad currently. Like I said, I know Lukaku's getting the goals, but for me, Pogba, without a shadow of doubt, is the only player in our squad that could actually go into actual conversations with other teams, be it Barca, Real Madrid even, and say, you know what, he might be able to break into their teams. But anyways, yeah, Pogba got injured, but that man Fellaini came on and proved me wrong. Yes, I've seen your texts, people. You know who you are who sent me texts. Yeah, I know you're gonna be watching this. A couple of people have been sending me texts. Oh, so you slag off Fellaini all the time. Yes, I slag off Fellaini, and I say it, and I will say it time and time again. It was Basel. Let's not get carried away. Yes, Fellaini had a good game. He was probably arguably man of the match. I haven't given him man of the match, but I'll go into that a bit later on. But he had a fantastic performance, caught a knock him, he came in, did a job for Pogba, got a goal, got an assist. What can I say? If that was Pogba, I would have been gassing. So fair play to Fellaini. He was absolutely fantastic. And speaking of Fellaini, he was the man who got the first flipping goal, the breakthrough. Up until that point, we had a couple of chances. One in particular that I remember when Mkhitaryan hit that flipping post from God knows how far out, like 3 yards. I don't know what's happened to Mkhitaryan. He can't seem to score. I thought he had an up and down game yesterday. However, that man Fellaini breaking the flipping deadlock, very much needed, because it looked like at a point that we were going to become frustrated quite easily, because they were sat defensively. We weren't taking our chances, basically. Story of our life. Anyways, Ashley Young doing what he does best, gets it onto his right peg and whips the flipping Beckham-esque ball into the box. That man Fellaini, back pull, let's go, 1-0. I don't really get carried away normally with Fellaini goals. I need to calm myself down here, but I was just happy to see us cross a flipping ball in and score a flipping header, man. It's flipping been a while, man. But yeah, just good to see somebody can actually cross a flipping ball, man. Ashley Young, just get him in training, line them up and flipping train them, please, because they're absolutely dead, most of the players that crossing the ball. But Young was absolutely sublime throughout the whole game. But in the first half, he was just running the flipping game down that right wing. Flipping hell, my Young. Anyways, yeah, Fellaini brought the deadlock for us. After that, it was just a matter of time for us to get the second goal ready, to be honest, because they started to actually attack us. To be fair to them, when they started going forward, they actually looked like a decent team. So it makes you wonder, why the hell were they so defensive? Yes, I understand that they need to prevent us from scoring, obviously, but when they're going forward, they look like they can actually, cause us a bit of trouble. And that's kind of what I was referring to at the start of this video, with this sort of Lindelof and Smalling sort of scrutiny, potential scrutiny, whatever you want to class it as. I just don't think they were good enough. Yes, you got to remember, we're playing Basel, mate. If that was flipping Messi or somebody, and I know it's a bit harsh, but if it was somebody off, even average caliber, because I don't think Basel even average, we would have been in trouble actually yesterday with the way we performed at the back. It wasn't really reassuring. Every time the ball was getting lumped into the box, yes, the delivery wasn't fantastic from Basel players. However, there were a couple of occasions that looked like they could score, and also we were making so many mistakes with passing the ball out. Even De Gea was flipping, responsible for some of the flipping chances that Basel got. He passed it out a couple of times, but just a bit shaky. Obviously, after the Stoke game, you kind of wanted to get a solid clean sheet. Yes, I know it's a clean sheet nevertheless. However, it would have been nice to see if we could just get a solid one. But again, they haven't played much football this season. Also, they haven't played much alongside each other. Yes, I believe they play a lot in training, but it's just not the same. And you can't really sort of reenact the same sort of environment in training as in the actual game. But anyways, like I said, they need time to play, and we're going to need everyone to do a job in the squad if we're going to do well in the season in general, in all competitions. Anyways, moving back to our goals. The second goal, Blind, he's here young. He thought, know what, let me try it. Blind pulls the ball in from the side. Lukaku, boof! Fucking let's go. 2-0, easy as you like. Get a ball into the box. It's kind of baffling, that sort of notion of crossing the ball in, which is beating the first man and actually getting goals. Can you believe that actually worked? Madness. But yeah, hopefully the deliveries are consistently better, and against Basel they're actually flipping decent. But yeah, so just regarding the overall performance, it was a fantastic performance in the second half. I think we were probably a bit better, although I did say we went off the gas for like 10-15 minutes. But that, I expect us to be blowing teams away like Basel. Can't really get too happy, I suppose. It was just a vintage Man United performance. And when I say vintage, I mean the fact that we got the job done. Very professional performance. We just blew them away, as you'd expect. And I suppose it's a bit of a testament in the fact that I'm saying what I'm saying. Last season, we probably would be in a scraping, a 2-1 win, maybe a draw. And I've been like, oh, I'll be complaining. But just the fact that we've been so good this season, this is just like it's almost a formality win, so which is a good thing, which just shows that we're actually building a bit of consistency, because man isn't overly gassing his victories. Normally I'd be chatting hype by now. You probably think I have already anyways. But yeah, regarding the performance overall, like I said, it was a decent performance, got the job done, did what we had to do. And that man Rashford, what can I actually say, man? He just scores on every flipping debut, man. You've probably seen it banded about on every social media site going, Rashford has scored on pretty much every debut he's played. What a lad. He comes on. The ball is probably played for flipping Mkhitaryan. Like I said, I don't know where Mkhitaryan's shooting boots are, because at the moment he can't score to save his flipping life. But, you know, stick to the assist, lad. Gets played back. Mkhitaryan misses it. Probably should at least get contact. Comes to Rashford in absolute intentional. Make no mistake about it. I'm joking. I can't even try and pretend he meant to do that. Hits the ball into the ground. Goes to the keeper. 3-0. Happy days. Rashford gets a goal. Martial obviously starter. Didn't get a goal. Rashford comes on flipping. Gets a goal. Standard thing, you know. The substitutes working wonder for Jose. It's just a fantastic performance from the squad. I can't lie. Obviously Lingard came on as well. Just overall a decent performance from the lads. Very happy getting off to an absolute flyer in the group. Like I said, I wouldn't expect this given who we've got in our group. But yeah, nevertheless, you've got to beat who's in front of you. So overall, very happy, lads. Come on. And it's always nice to get the Champions League music back on and piss Arsenal fans off, because that's a flipping thing I live for. But yeah, anyways, regarding my man of the match, I'm just going to go for Ashley Young. Basically, he just did everything I wanted Valencia to do. Like, I don't know if you've been watching my other videos, but I keep going on about Valencia and how he stops for like 100 days. And it's just, why are you doing that? You've got pace to burn. Just burn your man like Young did. He flipping violated that flipping fullback, left back. He's going to have nightmares. And that's basically what Valencia should be doing. Just get past your man, whip it in, either come inside, just make a decision, mate, quickly. But yeah, a fantastic performance from all the lads. Obviously, a couple of standout performances. Ashley Young, like I've already mentioned, Fellaini was good. Blin had a decent game out of the defenders, I'd say. A couple of decent performances. Matic was absolutely sublime. I class him. He's a Rolls Royce, mate. He's just, oh god, he's just class. There's no other way about it. Matic could have been man of the match as well. He was unreal. The way he just breaks up play and starts it, I just love him. I was so wrong on Matic. Make no mistake about it. I was wrong, lads and ladies. I was wrong. And I'm more than happy to admit that. Matic obviously phenomenal. Mkhitaryan game proven to me why he should be in the number 10 position. Yes, some of his decision making wasn't fantastic, but his ability, should I say, to pick the ball up and turn and run at defenders. It's been a while since I've seen that at United. He just glides past people like they're not even there. Some of the time he kind of got carried away. He should have probably played the ball into Martial on numerous occasions. He kind of overdid it. I think he was just desperate to get a goal. I don't know what was wrong with him. He looked a bit greedy actually, which is unlike him. But I don't know, something about him not scoring must be weighing up on his mind. It just felt like that anyways, just from my viewing. Anyways, Martial, I thought we had a fantastic performance. Again, my only criticism of Martial, and this isn't really criticism, this is more like a sort of thing that he can improve on, should we say. Basically, I want to see Martial running in behind like a striker. Yes, I know he's playing on the left wing, but I want him to see Martial making runs in behind the defender and the ball being played in like this. So basically, Martial's normally doing this and the ball gets played to his feet, okay? I want to see Martial curving his run behind the defender and the ball being played through the defence and in the lines for him to run onto and obviously slot home. He's not doing enough of it. Yes, I understand he's good on the ball at his feet and obviously running out players. I don't mind him doing that. He's flipping fantastic and you saw his capability to run past people, but I just think he needs to mix up his game a bit more and he'd probably get more chances at goal if he were to run in behind, because he's got the pace to get him behind his man. I just think it'd be nice to see him do that a bit more often. I just don't think he does it enough for me personally. But minus that, I thought he had a fantastic game. Again, Lukaku was decent. His link-up play, surprising. Well, I'm not gonna say surprising actually. Surprising to other fans was absolutely phenomenal. I thought some of the play that he was doing, his hold-up play was fantastic. Just interchange of play. There's a couple of chances that we had in the first half when him, Mata, and Mkhitaryan linked up nicely. Obviously, Mata flicked over to Mickey and he flipping headed it. Couldn't get over the top of it and it went just over the bar. But just the overall play was pretty decent. I know it was against a poor team, but I'm just happy to see the sort of link up and the chemistry seems to be building. But yeah, that on the side, like I said, very professional performance from United. 3 points on the board. That's the main thing. Clean sheet. Can't really complain too much, although I probably have throughout the whole video. But by all means, leave your comments on what you think about what I've said. If you disagree or agree with anything, who's your man of the match? Drop a like on the video if you're new here. Feel free to subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It's been your boy Usman. Take care. Come on, United. Come on.